And it spins out like the last one did, and the rebound taken by McGraw. 25-11, 14-point lead for Wildwood. Here's Aspenberg, wanted the ball. Oh, and hands it to the wrong girl. Colleen Sloweth comes up with it. Sloweth lets fly right wing, no good. And the rebound by Hainsworth. Out to Polini.
Haddon Township looks like they're discouraged now on the offensive end. They're not even going up for the rebounds as there wasn't any Hawks under that last time.
That's going to be a foul on Aspenberg. And I'll tell you, Kyle, the Hawk players are getting a little testy. There's a lot of contact, and a lot of it's being initiated right now by Wildwood. It's a rough game. Refs letting them play so far.
Yeah, both teams kind of have to feel that out, Jeff. Wildwood likes to play aggressively. If the refs are going to let them play, Wildwood picked up on it immediately. And they've been throwing it around pretty good here for the first half. And Haddon Township kind of getting the hang of what's going on now. I should see them getting more physical the rest of this ball game.
Sean Williams to the line, 1-1, as both teams now in the bonus with 3:33 to go. Here in the second, another spinner out of there. Hainsworth, oh man, it fires it down, and Polini was able to save it. Hit it right in the foot. Now they got a 4-on-1 and a foul. And these are not little fouls either.
Teresa Polini beat 4 players out of there. 2 of them looked like they were all over her, but they're really letting them play here tonight.
I've got Danielle Trika down for 3 personal fouls. And that causes Fran Mulroy to stir a little bit over there on the Hawk bench.
He can't really afford to take any of his better players out of the lineup with them down 14 points with still 3:22 to go. Might not matter what kind of foul trouble they're in if they're down 20, 25 points going into the locker room.
Well, Wildwood made a quick transition there to offense, Kyle. Polini saved that hard pass from going out of bounds. And the next thing you know, it was 4-on-1.
Well, it helps when your guard beats 4 people off the dribble and they're still behind you. Yeah, but Hainsworth didn't hit the free throw, so Wildwood didn't get anything out of it.
Williams, too far underneath. Sherman. Trika, and she's fouled. Well, she hasn't made one of them, so I wouldn't necessarily be fouling her out there, but Danielle will go to the free throw line for 2.
So Stacy Boyle and Teresa Polini both with 2 fouls now. It would be good for Wildwood to get them in the locker room with 2 fouls, especially when they have this big lead. No need to put any foul trouble on yourself here and cause some problems that maybe you don't need.
Danielle has 4 points in the game so far. She goes to the line. Rattles that one in, 25-12 now. One shot left. Six for Trika, 25-13. I'm sure the Hawks are trying to get within shouting distance here, get it under double figures.
Yeah, that's scored Wildwood 8-4 so far here in the second quarter.
Travel on Lindsey McGraw. And the ball will turn over to Haddon Township.
Haddon Township slowly starting to get their bearings here.
Aspenberg and Klun are into the ball game from McGraw and Hainsworth. And this Trina goes to the bench.
Yeah, this is the lineup that he usually goes with. This is original starters before the injury to McLarnon. So Dave Triano also feeling the momentum starting to swing a little bit.
Sherman, Yoder, Christine on the baseline. Yoder, front of the rim, no good. Boyle has it, and here comes Stacy. Nice crossover dribble, little shot.
Stacy Boyle gets the rebound. She's so much more confident when she can take that ball off the backboard and then push it up.
27-13, Boyle now with 11 points first half. Doing the job for the Warriors. Williams rattles that one in, and Sean Williams with 4 now.
Wildwood in that zone, they're not as effective in that, but they don't commit as many fouls, and I think that's the most important thing for Coach Triano in the last 2 minutes of this half.
McLarnon out to Polini, watched by Slereth. The bounce to Boyle. Stacy, the drop offer, lets it fly, no good. Broken loose a couple of ways, and here comes Trika. 2-on-2 with Slereth. Trika the pull-up.
She looks pretty good shooting the ball inside that three-point line. I don't know why she takes so many outside of it when she's so effective inside of it. Nice pull-up jumper there by Trika.
Danielle now has 8, 27-17, a steal by Troika, and restolen back by Boyle. Klun.
Stacy Boyle having an excellent first half. She got that ball back, came down, found the open man. Nice assist by Stacy Boyle.
Schlereth.
Only a two-pointer. She shot it high enough for a three, but she wasn't far enough out.
29-19, we're under a minute, 42 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Polini.
Even if Wildwood doesn't even score here, it's important that they hold it for the rest of this half. If Haddon Township goes in down less than 10, they're going to feel pretty good about things.
Aspenberg can't get it to go. Klun, blocked from behind. Loose on the floor and picked up by Boyle. No good. Sherman had the position, and Klun picks up the foul.
You kind of see that one coming there as Haddon Township got the ball. Klun was a little frustrated that she missed that short one, wanted to get it back, and committed the foul. She's going to sit down for a while.
That'll send Christine Sherman to the line for 1-1 with 19 seconds to go in the first half. 29-19, Warriors by 10. No, and the rebound to McLaurin out to Polini. Teresa in the lane, knocked over here to Aspenberg, a loose ball, saved right in front of the Haddon Township bench by Boyle.
Maybe they'll hold it for one here and get it to Teresa.
3 seconds.
That's taken away. Ugh.
Rebound, no good at the buzzer by Crystal Robinson. End of the first half. And Haddon Township came back a little bit there in the second quarter. Warriors on top by 10, 29-19. All right, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. WT, that stands for Washington Township, and that's where we are. It's 29-19 here at halftime. Wildwood on top, but the Hawks of Haddon Township made some noise there in the second quarter. We'll take a look at the scoring. Teresa Polini for Wildwood had 8, and she was shut out there in quarter number 2. She has all her points from the free throw line except for one 3-point field goal. Stacy Boyle had a big first half, 11 points for the Warriors. Kerry Klun 4, Lori McLaurin 1, Lindsay McGraw 1, 2 for Hainsworth, and 2 for Amy Aspenberg for their total of 29. For the Hawks, Christine Sherman with 3, Daniel Trika with 8, Sean Williams with 4, Colleen Schlereth with her 4 points for the total of 19 for the Haddon Township Hawks. And Kyle, it was easy there in the first quarter, 21-5, but things started to change there a little bit in the second.
Yeah, they built that big lead with the press, but then Haddon Township started to figure it out in the second quarter. Wildwood called it off, and then Haddon Township was able to get their feet a little bit. I don't think we've seen the true test of the game, which will be Haddon Township's half-court offense against Wildwood's aggressive man-to-man defense. Coach Triano went to that zone late because he didn't want to pick up many more fouls and let Haddon Township pick up points from the free throw line. So I think we'll see that in the second half if Haddon Township doesn't get rattled again. If Wildwood could rattle them again, either with the press or the man-to-man defense, Wildwood could break this lead out again and maybe put Haddon Township away early. But if not, it's going to go right down to the wire like we expected.
I don't know if you were surprised by anything, but I heard a lot about how experienced the Hawks were, reading in the paper and talking with people over there at the courtside. I just thought they looked awful rattled in the first quarter.
Well, experience is one thing, but when you have a Gail Shelley and a Sue Wallen out there to give the ball to when the heat is on, you know, it makes things a lot easier. When you have to step up and do it yourself, it's a completely different story. And girls like Danielle Trika and Christine Sherman, you know, they're the girls in center stage now with the spotlight on them, and they're going to have to stand up and do it. And you're right, they were a little rattled there in the first quarter, but they did come back strong and played a good second quarter.
All right, well, that's where we are. That's where we stand, 29-19. The Warriors on top by 10. And Kyle, do you think there's anything that Wildwood would like to continue to do that was successful there in the first half? They certainly got a lot of production out of Stacey Boyle.
Hey, Stacey Boyle had a big first half, but the best thing Wildwood did that half and the most encouraging thing for the second half is the way they rebounded the basketball. I mean, they out-rebounded them 19-7 unofficially, and I would believe it from watching it. At the end, they were giving them one shot every time down the court, and if they continue to rebound, they should come out of this game ahead with a 10-point lead, and plus limiting Haddon Township to one shot and getting second shots on the offensive end. So if they could stay on the backboards, they should be in good shape.
We'll be back with the start of second half. It's 29-19, Wildwood on top by 10. Back with the second half right after this. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Back with the start of the third quarter. Jeff Michaels and Kyle Worrell here from Washington Township Middle School. The Hawks are in the red and they're moving left to right. Yoder's shot is in and out. And Polini gets the rebound, wants to keep going with it. Here comes Teresa. Pulls it up, gets it over to McGraw, and she hits it.
Lindsay McGraw, good job there. Knew there was no one bearing down on her. Took her time, composed herself, went up with a good, nice shot for Lindsay McGraw.
The Hawks have Danielle Trika, 50, Colleen Slareth, 14, Sean Williams, 44, Lisa Yoder, 34, and Christine Sherman is number 20. Williams gets the contact without a call and knocks it down.
Sean Williams has some nice inside moves there. She's got 3 baskets now inside there, but made a little room there with her elbow and took advantage of it.
We're at the 7-minute mark, 31-21. Klun, good position. No good with the shot. It's all white underneath there, though, and Aspenberg got it. Out for Boyle.
Playing a triangle and 2 now on Boyle and Polini.
The lean-in is no good by Boyle, and Williams has been very busy, gets the rebound.
And if they're going to let them push and shove around there like they have been, Wildwood should be very effective getting second shots on the offensive end against that triangle.
Yoder, and she's bumped out front by Klun. And Carey picks up her 3rd personal foul.
That's a foul like that, a little brush foul after they let them almost murder each other down the other end. You just have to pick and choose when you're going to make your contact. When you're underneath the backboard when a shot's going up, you can get away with a lot, but when you do things in the open court like that, they're going to call everything they see, and Carey Klun has 3 now.
Trouble here. Williams, that's going to be a tie-up, and the possession arrow points to Wildwood.
Wildwood's man-to-man defense will carry them to victory here tonight if they can play it as tenaciously as they have been. Got a turnover right there.
Lori McLaren is back in the game for the Warriors. She replaces Lindsay McGraw.
It looks like Lindsay took a shot right there, not feeling 100%, so McLaren comes right in.
There's Boyle. It was sort of a slow pass to Polini, but Teresa saved it. She's trapped in the corner. Bounces it. It's going to be a walk on Hainsworth. Big first step there, and she's called for the travel.
Against this triangle and 2, Wildwood trying to get the ball to Polini or Boyle to try and go inside with it, which makes it very difficult because once one of those 2 players gets it, they're double teams when they get close to the basket.
All the way. Did Trika shove out that arm, and I've got Danielle for 4.
Yeah, that's a big call in this ball game because we're only 2 minutes into this third quarter and Trika picks up her 4th. She played the last 3 minutes of the second quarter with foul trouble. Now she has 4. And if she gets out of here, Haddon Township could really be up against the wall.
Well, Frank Mulroy's a stoic figure down there as Boyle loses it. Here comes Trika. Slareth has it on the right wing. Trika lets go with the triple. Wildwood's going to take a timeout here, Kyle. It's getting away. 5:33 to go. Warriors now lead is down to 7. 31-24. seconds here, my men. 4, 3, 2. Welcome back. Dave Toronto's had his say. 5.5 to go. 31-24. Warriors lead. Chip down to 7. Boyle. Need a basket here. Stacy in the lane. No, and a rebound is out of bounds. No, it goes over to the Hawks. Thought Sherman knocked that out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Warriors.
Boyle and Pelini really feeling the pressure to make something happen here against this defense. They're getting the ball. They're being double and triple teamed.
Troika can't get that one to go. Yoder tied up. This time the possession arrow pointing to the Hawks. And they'll inbound it on the side.
Underneath that backboard, they're letting anything go underneath there. Yoder got it, complained about getting hacked. McLaren was all over the basketball and got the tie-up. Great steal by McLaren as she deflected the inbounds pass and came up with it. Hello. Aspenberg had it. Lost it out of bounds.
Which mic is on? Oh, it's mine. I thought it was yours. Anyway, back to play here. Williams gets it over here, and Yoder unable to knock it down. Williams got the rebound, but she's called for traveling.
Yeah, that's a tough call, but it has to be a travel. She had the ball up in the air, and she went down to the ground with it.
McGraw will inbound it with 4:40 to go. Back come the Warriors. Boyle will walk it up the floor, lead down to 7. Pelini with the floater.
The thing is, if Pelini and Boyle, even if they do start scoring against this, Haddon Township's not going to change it. The way you get a team out of a defense you don't like them playing is to hurt them with the other 3 players. If Boyle and Pelini are scoring all the points, they're just going to stay right in this triangle and 2 until the other players show that they could score against it.
Long shot, no good by Sherman. Great rebound by Williams. Oh, boy, loose ball. And Wildwood gets away with another one there as Boyle comes away with it. It could have been a travel. Oh, and off the hands of Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson, only a freshman. She's going to do some good things, but she's going to make some freshman mistakes as well. Came out with the big rebound. Just couldn't hold the pass down the other end underneath the basket.
33-24, 3:38 to go, third quarter. Schlereth. Oh, wide open is Yoder. Bang! That's going to count, and a foul away from the ball on Pelini. So score the goal, and here's a chance for a 4-point play as they're going to inbound it underneath after the foul. The foul away from the ball on Teresa Pelini.
Needless to say, this could be a very big point in this ball game.
Here's Williams. Troika, too strong with the triple. Boyle, and there's a problem there, and they get it over to Pelini. And there's a foul on Schlereth, and that is Colleen's third.
The first half, Jeff, Haddon Township was picking up a ton of fouls, and they were playing a less aggressive defense. Now they're playing swarming defense, and they're not picking up any fouls. That's only their second team foul this half, and they've been all over Boyle and Pelini. So Haddon Township really has their legs down. I think we're locked into a battle right down to the end of this one.
Teresa in the lane. That's going to be short. Nothing but Warriors knocking it out of bounds. Robinson colliding with McLaren, and the ball going over to the Hawks.
Yeah, 2 Warriors that time fighting over the basketball. You never like to see that, but 2 players just being very aggressive, and they lost it out of bounds.
That's Danielle Troika, number 50. Danielle lets it fly. No good. She keeps heaving up those three, Kyle, and they're not going in. Polini loses it to Slareth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Play is on from the timeout. Frank Mulroy with a chance to talk it over, but things not going well for the Hawks here. They found themselves down by 11 again. Sherman can't get it to go. Schlereth, Williams. Sean Williams has 8, 37-28, Wildwood by 9.
Sean Williams is definitely their best inside player there. She really has good bearing of where she is on the court when she's underneath the basket, regardless of how much pressure she has on her. And she has 8 points.
Ball knocked away, and coming away with it was Trika. Danielle, Sherman, and Christine blew the layup. And the rebound was taken down by Hainsworth. Long lead for McLaurin, and she couldn't hold the pass.
You could see McLaurin's ankle give out there as she went after that ball. I really didn't know Teresa Politi was that strong. She threw that baseball pass 3/4 court with one hand off the dribble. And just too hard for McLaurin to handle.
Trika, it was kicked by McLaurin, and the ball will stay with Haddon Township.
McLaurin is so tough on anything where you have to pass the ball over or around her. She's so tall and lanky. She has her arms and legs all over the place.
Oh, Lisa Yoder starting to heat up. Lisa with 4 all in this quarter, 37-30. Back to 7. Boyle, McLaurin. Polini's about a 16-footer.
And that's Teresa's shot. We've been seeing her hit that all year long in her whole career, for that matter, over 1,000 points worth.
Oh, Schlereth just saving it. Gets it to Williams. Nice diagonal pass to Sherman. And she misses yet another layup, and then she's fouled, as that one didn't go in, but fouled by Aspenberg, and that's Amy's second.
Christine Sherman really not having a kind of night we expected from her. She has only 3 points. And she's missed a couple layups here in the last couple minutes when Haddon Township really needed her.
So here's Christine Sherman. And I love it. She does this little flip with the ball and then shoots it. This is not her night. And it's starting to get to her there as Crystal Robinson 50s into the game for Aspenberg. Amy will sit down with a pair of personal fouls. One more shot left here for Sherman. Oh, they called a lane violation on her that time.
Christine Sherman really having a difficult night, Jeff.
She stepped over the line. And the ball goes over to Wildwood.
Crystal Robinson came in for one free throw and it came right back out of the ball game. Have to question why that was done. Sure, that's an interesting story.
That's true, Kyle. Saved on the side.
Only 1 second to go. It'd be good not to give up a basket here. It's a 9-point lead. Only have 1 point trimmed off of that.
Watch this. And she heaves it. And it's a field goal, so it's no good.
Almost injured a cameraman.
He took it well, though. We've played 3 quarters. Wildwood lead is 9 points as they marched for the South Jersey title. 39-30. Warriors still on top. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2. Welcome back to Haddon Township Middle School. Jeff Michaels, Kyle Worrell here for TKR Cable Channel 13. 4th quarter of the NJSI AA Group 1 South Jersey Girls Final. Warriors by 9, 39-30. McGraw. And Aspenberg knocks down a big shot.
That's going to be big for Amy Aspenberg, her confidence. That's her first field goal tonight, and she's going to have that shot all she wants it against this particular defense that Haddon Township is playing.
Aspenberg with 4 in the game.